The things that you pay attention to and that you focus on actually shape your attitude, your wellness, and even your physical health. Now, there's a lot of research that shows the benefits of gratitude and how it can change our lives for the better. Thanking for the things that we have helps make us feel and live better. In one study, two psychologists, Dr. Robert A. Emmons of the University of California, Davis, and Dr. Michael E. McCullough of the University of Miami, asked all participants in this study to write a few sentences each week focusing on particular topics. One group wrote about the things they were grateful for that had occurred during the week. A second group wrote about the daily irritations or the things that displeased them. And a third wrote about events that had affected them, with no real emphasis on them being positive or negative. After about 10 weeks, those who wrote about gratitude, about being thankful, were more optimistic, hopeful about life, and they felt better about their lives. Surprisingly, they also exercised more and had fewer visits to the physicians than those who focused particularly on sources of aggravation. Now, in my own life, I have often found my attitude usually reflects what I expect to get out of life rather than what I actually get. If I expect to be disappointed, well, then I look for ways to be disappointed. If I expect to be satisfied, I look for ways to be satisfied. There's an improv game that I ran across a while back called Presence, which really highlights this for me. Now, it's a simple game played between two people. Person A simply picks up an imaginary box without assigning any characteristics to the box. Don't pretend it's heavy or light or big or small. They simply take the box and give it to person B. And with great enthusiasm says, "I got you a gift." Person B then takes the imaginary box, pretends to open it and says, "Thank you for the..." And then they finish the sentence with whatever comes to mind. This thank you should be immediate and without hesitation. There's no real right or wrong answers. The gift is simply whatever person B says it is. Then person A says, "You're welcome," and then the roles are reversed. And this continues on for a while. Now, the game is designed to help you let go of some of your filters and become better at quickly coming up with new ideas. However, it also reveals the way that we perceive what is given to us. Amy Lisowski, in her book, Relax, We're All Just Making This Stuff Up, talks about how people often respond to this particular exercise. She says, "After a few rounds, I ask participants what they receive. Many people recount receiving wonderful gifts. One client even said she received the perfect gift, the gift of more time. But several other people will scoff and they say, 'Ha, I got dirty dishes,' or 'I got smelly socks. What a terrible gift.' So Amy will say, 'Well, who gave you that gift?' In improv, a lot of things are totally unpredictable, but with nearly 100% certainty, I can tell you how this person will reply. This person will say, 'My partner gave it to me.' Well, sorry, Amy says, but your partner did not give you that gift. Your partner simply held out his or her hands and offered up a blank slate of possibility. If you got smelly socks as a gift, it's because you decided on it." Now, in some ways, this reveals a lot about our expectations of others towards us. Do we assume they will be generous and give us amazing gifts, or do we assume that they will give us smelly socks? But it also reveals a lot about what we think we deserve. Do we think we deserve dirty dishes or the best gift in the world? Because the way we receive whatever it is that is presented to us and decide whatever it is that thing is often more about what we expect we deserve than anything else. Now, this brings me back to the point that I made earlier, that usually when I am disappointed, it's because I'm looking for ways to be disappointed in whatever happens. Or if I'm satisfied, it's usually because I'm looking for ways to be satisfied in whatever is there. The things that I expect to happen usually shape the way I experience whatever it is that happens. This doesn't mean that I kind of create my own experience. It just means that I focus on things that are probably always there. There's probably always things in my life that can make me feel disappointed, and there's probably always things in my life that can help me feel satisfied or thankful. And choosing to focus on the things that make me satisfied or that provide me with the ability to say thank you, to be full of gratitude, really helps to shape me into a person that is more aware of what God is doing in my life. After all, Paul says, every good and perfect gift comes down from our Heavenly Father. And your Father longs to give you good things, so may you be able to see them and acknowledge them and focus on them.